Terrana. This is a world where magic comes alive, where people live alongside mystical creatures with magical powers. These creatures are known to all as Mystimon. Some fear these creatures, but others imprint them and call upon them to fight by their side. Mystimon are found all over this world, but this world is under siege by forces from beyond and within. Ghosts, demons, horrific eldritch terrors from beyond this world, and an evil cult worshipping unknowable and terrible beings. Now, an enigmatic group of investigators sets out to stop these incursions and defend the world from the terrors of the void, as they work to end the machinations of a madman in Mystimon Saga: Hidden Archives. Aloha! Welcome back to Mystimon Saga. This is Mystimon Saga: Hidden Archives, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play. I am your host, GM Seth. I also go by Seth R. Mitchell, and I am the writer and creator of this vast world. Today, I am once again joined by...
Oh, I'm playing Soma, the Alopeke Witch.
Greetings, I am Binary. I play Bastille, the previously summoner, now necromancer, and Qualdramania Zerixilver, the Gola Guardian.
Hello, I'm Shadow. I play the rogue Goblorin, who was a gunslinger, and I also play Ami Aotos, the Galvarin runesmith.
Hello, everybody. I am Twilight, and I'll be playing as Adolin, the Galvarin Witchwolf, which has been one hell of a time.
Hello, I am Ducky, and I play Willow, a Wakan summoner.
When we last left our investigators, Bastille and Aimee, you just got done in this, you were just in this big match tag teaming against the Vrock Vlorsting the Mutilator. And very true to his name, I'll tell you that. And with all the others up in the stands cheering you on, when suddenly the arena was attacked by a swarm of Skulms, skeletal creatures, and they all had this layer of rime or frost covering their bones. You finished taking down all of these Skulms, and the announcers announced that the games will continue, and the next event will be the Mystimon Hunt Battle Triathlon. That is where we will start things off. It is the next day. It is now the 14th of Endora. It is about 7:39 a.m. Start us off. What are you all doing this morning?
Well, I do have a question.
Sure.
Is I may stay at the same hotel? Like, is that the only hotel?
There are many hotels in the city of Evergreen City, but the Wilted Tree happens to be one of the most popular.
Yeah, so I mean, he's probably chilling there, waking up, resetting the rune on his hat, so that way it's back to having the monster face now.
Cauldron would be, if he didn't the day before, after the fight, repairing his shield to get it back up to full.
All right.
As far as Bastille, probably checking the status of the tournament, but he did win.
Yes.
His fight.
We won! We won!
Nah, I did most of the fighting.
Okay.
I am bleeding.
You're what?
It says Willow is bleeding.
Willow's
Oh,
bleeding?
yeah.
Willow shouldn't be bleeding. You'll let up.
Yeah, because you've got long rested now.
Okay.
Since it is the next day.
All right, that reminds me. Yeah, I guess Rat would be busy taking out Ida to go get some armor because we realized that she doesn't have any armor.
No armor.
She got slapped around a lot. It was like,
Hey,
Not necessarily something that needs addressed right now. Small note: don't forget to give us XP.
Yes. I was meaning to do that this week, but, things going on had my mind in a jumble.
I thought those things. I want to see those numbers going up. These are rookie numbers.
one day we'll level up binary.
I'll get on it.
Like 13th level gives me 7th level spells for Bastille. Of course I want to level up.
One day it'll just happen. You don't even know it.
So what is Soma doing this morning?
Soma is casting Read Omens to get a get a peek into the quick question. The Mystimon Hunt, where's the location of it?
It is going to be taking place in a 10-mile radius around Evergreen City. So basically anywhere within a 10-mile radius around the city. That includes the Primal Wood. That includes the rest of the forest around there and the ocean.
All right, then yes, I am.
Were we told the roles in game yet?
The what?
Oh, I was just wondering if we were told about the roles yet for
roles or rules.
Rules. For,
you haven't been.
hunt.
Oh, the rules for the Mystimon Hunt. No, you
Game.
haven't been told that yet.
Okay.
So, you peek into the future, Soma. Choose a particular goal or activity you plan to engage within 1 week, or an event you expect might happen within 1 week. You learn a cryptic clue or piece of advice that could help with a chosen event, often in the form of a rhyme or omen. So, you're focusing on the Mystimon Hunt.
Yes.
Okay, often in the form of a rhyme or omen. So, Soma, you feel a coldness and see darkness all around you. You feel very cold. It's almost as though someone opened the window and it was all of a sudden the middle of winter. But it is still the middle of autumn. That is your omen.
Okay, I'm also going to cast Mystic Armor on myself then.
You ward yourself with a shimmering magical energy, gaining a +1 item bonus to AC and a maximum dexterity modifier of +5. While wearing mystic armor, you use unarmored proficiency to calculate your AC. Alrighty then. Awesome.
I actually don't know if I need that because I have. Does that stack with my Shadow Explorers with the rune on my clothing?
It stacks with the item bonuses. Oh, sorry.
So item bonuses do stack?
Item bonuses do not stack. They do not.
Oh.
Yeah, like for example.
I don't need this spell.
Item bonuses will stack with circumstance bonuses or another type of bonus. You cannot stack more than one of the same type of bonus.
Yeah, okay.
So
okay.
I
knew that was true of circumstance and the other one, but I didn't know if that was was true of item bonuses. Okay, then I don't actually need this.
Okay.
Ignore that.
All right.
Useful spell, but I'm wearing clothing.
Yep. You're wearing good clothing.
I've got a very nice little jacket on. Anyways, cool. Did we have a chance yesterday to examine the Skulms after the fight?
If you want to retro say that you did, we can go ahead and go ahead with that. Make me a perception check. What are you trying to determine about the Skulms?
I'm trying to figure out what kind of magic was controlling them, or what kind of
All right.
basically that like rime of frost.
Okay, that is going to be an Arcana check because you're
Ooh, I'm
trying-
real bad at this.
you're trying
Can
to
I enlist
determine
Aime?
magic.
I feel like Aime's good at that.
Let me double check.
Or somebody else who's
Bastille
good
is good at
at
that.
Arcana. Bastille, come help me.
Very,
I got a
very well.
21 to that.
Aime has
Right,
plus
which-
21.
Plus 20.
Aime is probably
Bastille
the
is
best
plus
here.
23.
I'm gonna
Oh,
roll to see if
hey.
I can help you.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, Bastille. Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it, Bastille.
Yeah, he's smart.
Let's see.
Is it worth me rolling to try and aid you? Because I just have a +5. I don't know if I
Wait,
can
It's
hinder.
probably not worth it.
I can
Okay,
have
not
Rat
gonna.
try to roll. I have a 22 on Rat.
Watch it being.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. He doesn't need
42.
any assistance.
42.
Well, nat 19.
I know everything.
Soma
Yeah.
like squats down next to one of these collapsed piles and kind of pokes at it with a what are they called, the those little like wands that people use to read like Ouija boards. There's a word for them and I can't remember what it is, but like pulls one like out of her hair and pokes at it and then looks up at Bastille and says, Bastille, Bastille,
yeah,
do you know what's going
Bastille.
on with these?
Truly looks down at the sculpt and like the Pokédex, just like Skulm, and proceeds with whatever we are
That's
about to be
good.
told.
That's good.
All right. So, Bastille, you actually rolled a critical success. Critical successes don't just happen on a 20 on the die or a 1 on the die in this game. They can happen if you exceed the DC by 10 or more. And you exceeded the DC by more than 10. I can tell you that. More than 10. So this is what you know, Bastille. You know all the things about what is going on with these skulms, with these bones. And as you examine these bones, you immediately turn to the others and say, you immediately determine the undead kings had something to do with this. The undead kings are back.
That
Shall I
can't be
announce this
good.
for everyone else?
Okay, you announce for everyone else. The
No,
undead
he asks
kings
if he should.
should you? That's up to you.
He's asking the group.
Announce to whom? Like to everybody?
Like right
Gestures to the like scattered arena folk.
Let's not to like the screaming people running out of
Correct.
the
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want to
to.
start a panic any more than has already occurred here.
Yeah, let's go bring this to Crystal before we bring this to anybody else.
Rat looks up
Same.
at both Bastille. Oh, God.
Okay.
Very
Go
well.
ahead, Aime.
Yeah, Rat looks up both at Bastille and someone's just like, are you sure it's a good idea to keep knowledge like this hidden? Would it be nice to have like the greater public be more safe?
I point at the screaming people, like someone has just, like a tiny old lady has just been knocked down a flight of stairs by a guy who's like running out of the, running out of the
Yeah.
thing screaming. And I'm like, I don't think now is the best
I
time.
don't think that
Well,
y'all are the
if
best
That is a fair
person.
point, but we
If
at
I
least
may
gotta
pull
te-
from something that actually happened to me on 4th of July, someone's uncle is yelling, "Save yourselves," while a different mother is grabbing the children while they're running because he has decided not to help with the situation at all.
Oh, no.
No.
This is what
I guess
happens when people are panicking.
Yeah,
People
that is a
basically
fair
turn into
point.
wild animals.
Yeah, true.
So,
I have questions that I would need to ask of the archer that aided us before I can go.
Sarah, you want
Yes.
to ask questions of Sarah. You did learn at the end of the last session. You did learn as you accompanied Sarah to talk with her cousin Aranel. You learned that Aranel is a necromancer herself, and you also learned that she started delving into the black arts because she is not adept with the white arts. She can't use white misty at all. And you also learned that Aranel was in the past an assassin. She's she's not anymore. And she quit being an assassin because her last job, she was hired by a mysterious man in a black cloak with a hood on, who called her by name, which she said was absolutely bizarre to her and really creeped her out because she went by an alias. She always went by an alias. No one should have known her name. But this man called her by her full name, Aranel Ariane. And she was hired to go to the Quartica Islands to assassinate the Kuna Abraive. And she succeeded in killing the Kuna Abraive, and she was almost caught. She was almost caught by by a group of adventurers. And she managed to get away mostly because one of them bumbled it up and followed the wrong trail. And you actually had that same memory, Bastille. As we now have learned that you actually have the memories of a Saurus named Barzawa and Sarah's sister, Kairi. We learned that last time. Go ahead.
Clarify, because the last time it was described, the group of adventurers had been also hired to take out Arana by Zolgoth. Is that still the case?
No, that was not the case.
Okay. And then what was the name of the other one? Because I had taken notes, but they didn't save on them.
Barzawa was the name of the...
No, that's the Saurian. The other one I saw.
Kairi.
The one who cut off a head.
The one who cut off a head? What do you mean?
Yeah, with the samurai sword sort of deal.
That was the person who killed Morpheus.
That was
Marzawa.
Marzawa. That was Marzawa.
Oh, okay. That was Marzawa as well. Okay. I thought that was somebody else.
Kairi was the person who died in the battle with all of the undead.
Yeah, she died in the Battle of Conasant.
Okay.
And Kairi used a bow as well. And she was actually even better with the bow than even Sarah. So
I'd like to ask Sarah about this Kairi and Marzawa.
Okay. What would you like to know?
I would like to know why I'm seeing visions from them.
Wait, you're seeing visions of my sister?
Primarily Marzawa, but vaguely, yes.
That is
so
weird.
It is not of Marzawa and Kairi. It is like I am looking through their eyes.
That is so weird. Kairi died right in front of me at the Battle of Conasant. We were out scouting ahead, and she right in front of me. A resin came up behind her and stabbed her through the back. She was dead almost instantly. I've never gotten that image out of my head. And you can see her really starting to tear up there. And then she shakes her head. Barzawa was the one who killed Morpheus. And I had actually just learned that he was murdered, like sometime before the games. I don't know. I don't know exactly when he was murdered. Just before we arrived here in Evergreen City, I had learned that he was murdered. I don't know exactly when, but he was really flamboyant and kind of sarcastic. I didn't really know him too well. I've heard that you contain like bunch of spirits. My sister's spirit is in there?
I do not know.
I need some time. And she walks off, heading into the forest.
The forest where Zolgoth is?
No.
Okay.
Probably a forest that Elle knows. What are you all doing now?
Yeah. So May has his like little monster hat on now, so he's gonna go out in town and check out to see like how things are going. And Rat would probably take Ida out to get armor. If that's okay with you, Twilight?
Yeah, it's like that would be very much appreciated considering how she has little to no defenses outside of like shield.
The Skulms are corpses still, yes?
Yes.
They were people and therefore had the capability of things like, say, speech?
Yeah. You've when awakened, yes, absolutely they do.
I'm a cast Talking Corpse on a skull.
You're going to cast Talking Corpse on a skull.
Huh?
That's okay.
You grant the target corpse the semblance of a life, which it uses to speak the answers to 3 questions posed to it. The spell calls on the physical body's latent memories rather than summoning back the deceased spirit, so the corpse must be mostly intact for the spell to function. It'll be mostly intact, sort of.
I'm sure we can find one of them in here that was basically intact.
They're all mostly piles of bones, so they could be made mostly intact. The more damage the corpse has taken, the more inaccurate or patchwork its answers are, and it must have a throat and mouth to speak at all. But I will make an exception for Skulms.
Probably do one of the champions since they were sturdier.
Yeah, there were also a bunch of Skulms that just collapsed into a pile of bones at the end of the battle, so you can also look at those. The corpse can actually attempt a will save to resist answering.
Yep, so should it attempt a will save at any point, that'll be DC 31.
Alrighty?
Can you resist something if you're being controlled by magic, but you collapse into like a pile of bones afterwards? So
That's a very good question.
how are you resisting?
That's a very good question. Let's find out. So, you cast Talking Corpse on a pile of bones that was once a Skulm.
Who raised you?
This pile of bones rises up into... all the bones just go all the way back into place. And
to clarify, who previously resurrected you before me?
And the Skulm is going to make a...
will save immediately!
Yeah. Let's see. I have to go back here. Pick a Skulm. Pick a Skulm. Any Skulm. Let's go find one. Okay. So for some reason, it wants me to select a target first. 32. With a success,
Story points to make them reroll?
What?
Success.
And I forget, can we use story points to make them reroll?
L?
Feels too easy.
Oh no!
It feels too easy.
To force another creature to reroll rather than yourself rerolling.
Roll anvil. I will cut this out in the podcast.
Oh, you need to spend 2 to have the GM reroll.
You need to spend 2 to.
Yeah.
Anyone want to share one?
All right.
I'll share one.
Okay.
I'll share one because I would have used Nudge Fate if I could, but that's not how Nudge Fate works.
I appreciate it.
Reroll
If you
and keep
need
the new
one later.
result. It failed.
Yeah.
Turned into a failure. The target must answer truthfully, but its answers can be brief, cryptic, and repetitive. It can still mislead you or attempt to stall so that the spell's duration runs out before you can ask all of your questions. What is the spell's duration? 10 minutes. Okay, so ask your question again.
Who resurrected you previous to me?
The kings. The kings. The kings.
How many kings are back?
The kings.
It must answer truthfully. Even if he can be cryptic, that's not an answer to the
Or repetitive. Or repetitive.
But that's not an answer
is
to
true.
a number.
It is
It still has to be truthfully, even if it's repetitive.
technically
But I mean, Bastille's
But then
asking
we-
for a number here specifically.
a number.
One.
I thought you said
One.
one.
One is the loneliest number.
All right, man. You deserve a story
I
point.
just saw that coming.
I thought that was good.
To verify, did he say 1 3 times or 2 times?
You said one and then started singing.
Okay. Okay. I was just making sure in case he was trying to vaguely answer it by saying 1, the number of times that a number of times equal to the amount of kings that were back.
1 was repeated thrice, so.
One.
But also the kings was repeated 4 times. So
Yeah.
we're at 2 to 4 kings.
Or just 1.
Well, no, because kings was plural.
Kings was plural, but he's also
this
not.
is feeling like a really bad poker joke, but I don't know where this is going.
We have one final question.
Yes. What is
Got
your
one.
question?
Well, that's why I'm asking if anyone else has one before. If nothing else, I can ask like where they are, but I figure ask it just in case.
I mean,
We asked
try
like
to.
how or maybe or why it happened. I'm just like,
Willow wants to ask why they're back.
no, I was just thinking maybe we could ask like why they were sent.
Possible.
That's Probably
No.
not an answer that it has, though.
Yeah, because it has to be something it knows. It's not going to know the knowledge of the kings themselves.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Rat? Shadow?
What's up? Oh, yeah.
You were saying something.
Yeah, I was just saying that, well, maybe we could try to get a question to, like, get them to answer it. You know, I forgot what that word is called. Like, no matter what you say, they will always have to say the truth. Like, how, like, yeah.
We know they have to answer the truth because they failed the spell.
Though the answers may be cryptic, repetitive.
Yeah.
Or
That's what I'm saying. Like, we have to pick an answer where they can't, where it's so, like, vague, they have to be, like, honest.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going for, like, overly complicated questions. Why, like, the second that question was just how many. It's hard to complicate simplistic answers.
Yeah, I guess another third question would be why? Just ask why.
I think where might get us in a better location than why.
Yeah, where or why? One of
Wondering,
those
like,
things.
Maybe where.
So, Marita, any
where
suggestions
where they came.
before we decide?
Not really, because I merely have no idea how to handle or display undead speech thingamajig. This is merely the first time I've seen someone actually use this spell.
You gotta talk to
what-
your corpse buddies.
It's a fun spell.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, I'm in a Bloodlords game and I haven't seen the spell be used.
We're in an investigation game. Of course I'm going to take the spell that lets you talk to the body.
Like, this is some Baldur's Gate 3 level shenanigans.
This is totally normal fantasy TTRPG shenanigans.
Yeah.
What do we know of the undead kings?
Great.
That is a great question. Make me an occultism check or a society check, because this is definitely history.
Anybody can make this check?
Yeah.
Or just okay.
37 for Soma.
I'll do my occultism one by bring some.
Oh, yeah, I'll do society since you guys got
35
occultism.
for Ada.
No.
Rat
That's,
gets a 27. Rat doesn't know anything.
No, I got a
take
story
a-
point.
You're going to
Go
story
ahead.
point it. Story points is
I
what we call hero points here.
I saw a nat 20. My soul
Oh.
disappeared into my
And
body.
Rat's
Still is-
27 turned into a 30, and we have 33 for Willow.
So Bastille specifically is going to take a -2 to this check. Because then not only will I be able to recall basic knowledge, but I can recall esoteric.
Yep.
So anything that might not even be regular.
Right. 30 for Cauldra.
-2.
People watching or listening, don't at me about recalled knowledge checks having to be private.
It's our game. We get to.
I do this for entertainment purposes.
It's our game. We like to have fun here.
It's mainly because not see these checks here, they're like blank and not hearing the results. It's no fun to people. No fun.
Yeah.
28 for Bastille. So let's see. Soma had the best roll here. Second best was Ada. So actually, Soma, you actually happened to roll a critical success.
Yay!
So here's what Soma knows. Soma, you know all of everything that went down in the Battle of Conisset. You read all about it. And you know that the Tribunal had teamed up with another adventuring party from Olympus. And they actually traveled all the way to central Atlantia, tracking down Brazius, the leader of the Undead Kings at the time. Well, the rest of the Undead Kings were preparing to attack Conisset. And everyone seemed to have a false memory. Everyone seemed to have this memory of... So Ada was actually at the Battle of Conisset. Ada has the Battle of Conisset survivor background. So Ada knows all about this too. Ada knows some of it anyways.
Yes, some of it, not entirely all of it, because let's just say that the years have not been kind to memory.
Yes, the years have not been kind to memory. So, continuing on. Ada, you actually remember distinctly 8 of the Undead Kings being there. There were 9 Undead Kings. You distinctly remember there being 8 there at the Battle of Conisset, with the 9th Brazius being somewhere in central Atlantia. But now, after having several conversations with Sarah and with Crystal, you've learned that that was actually a false memory. There wasn't 8 there, there were 7. One of the undead kings was not there. That one was Demios. Demios, it would appear, was somewhere else at the time. And now you know that the spirit of who was once Demios it got redeemed, and her real name was Daphne, and she has now been reincarnated as a ghost star with a great deal of guilt over everything she had done as Demios.
And she's currently in my ghost trap thing, right? Ghost spirit remnant, spirit dwelling. That's what it's called, not ghost trap.
Not really. Ghost. I believe you actually let her out.
I did, but you wouldn't let me collect anymore, which I meant that she was just hanging out in there.
No. She hangs around you mostly. She hangs around you. She hangs around the party, mostly you. She feels like a kinship with you, Soma.
Well, if anything, this is sounding more and more like a storybook as the days go by. Admittedly, I'm all for.
So that is what you know about the Undead Kings. That is what you know.
With my, because I think I got a success, just not a critical success, but with esoteric lore involved, would I get anything extra from that or no? And
esoteric, for esoteric lore, your wandering studies mean you have heard rumors or theories about almost every topic, though admittedly your sources aren't always the most reliable. You can take a -2 penalty to your check to recall knowledge with esoteric lore, to recall knowledge about any topic, not just the usual topics available for esoteric lore. Additionally, when you succeed at your check to exploit a vulnerability, compare the result of your esoteric lore check to the DC to recall knowledge. So you actually picked up Thaumaturge, the archetype.
Correct. That's the background that both Old Bastille and...
Yeah. Okay, so what you know is you actually heard a rumor that... You heard a really weird rumor. This one just kind of sticks out in your mind. That the Tribunal, this adventuring party that Sarah and Crystal used to know, had actually captured an undead king and brought it back to their base for reasons unbeknownst to you or anyone. Nobody can explain why. Even Crystal has absolutely no idea why they did this. It seems like the stupidest thing you could possibly do. But
do I know if they kept it alive?
They did, because only because they couldn't kill it at the time. At the time, up until the Battle of Conisset, here's one other thing that you know, and this is what Soma knows too. Up until the Battle of Conisset, the undead kings were immortal. They couldn't be killed at all. They had a sort of invulnerability that made them invulnerable to any attacks. But somehow the Tribunal managed to capture one of the undead kings, and because they couldn't kill it, they brought it back to their base and kept it. The way it was explained to Crystal and Sarah, they kept it as a pet for reasons unbeknownst to you.
Okay.
Nobody can explain why.
I wonder if they still got it.
No, they don't.
No, okay.
Because as would obviously seem to be the case, it was a very, very bad idea. It was a terrible idea.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? The undead king in question got out of its restraints and stole a book that they had in their possession at the time. That book happened to be the Necromivore. So as you can imagine, the Tribunal doing this left a big plot hole that I had to fill in. So thank you, Corey, and whoever else from those days is listening. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Oh, once again, calling out the older players. SMH. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I have to in this case.
Oh, yeah, I knew that was the case as soon as you talked about Cashmere. Like, because I know that the Tribune is like an old party.
Yeah. From seasons 1 to 6.
So that is another option of someone we could ask, the tribunal.
And you also know that the undead king questioned who they captured was named Graven. His name was Graven. And here's something really interesting. Graven's powers, each of the undead kings had their own unique powers. Like Demios's powers revolved around illusions. Demios could create illusions. Graven's powers, according to Crystal and Sarah, were frost-based.
Oh.
So there's your.
So for our final question, we could ask what powers beyond necromancy the undead kings displayed as a potential question.
Or perhaps which other undead kings besides Graven is back? Like, maybe get him off guard a little.
Maybe we just say name all undead kings currently alive. Currently unalive.
You know, re-undead.
Yeah. Currently, re-undead is better.
Okay. Thank you. I now have to go look that up. Thanks. Absolutely thanks. I love it. I believe that's actually going to be under here, I think.
Or again, there is still the where.
Here is all of the names of all of the undead kings. You know of Brazius, Graven, Archon, Ezekiel, Mordecai, Demios, Mephisto, Vimos, and Baal. Brazius and Demios are gone.
Get those names one more time for notes.
Okay. Brazius, Graven, Archon, Ezekiel, Mordecai, Demios, Mephisto, Vimos, and Baal. Brazius and Demios are gone.
Well, that leaves quite the list of ones still around, apparently.
Yeah.
Someone should really deal with those.
Someone should really deal with those. Perhaps the hidden archives.
Those guys are nerds.
We investigate mysteries. We don't deal with undead kings. That's a bit above our pay grade. We've barely gotten paid as is.
To quote Soma, we investigate weird shit.
This is weird shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No, this is catastrophic. There's a difference.
And what Zolgoth is doing is not.
Well, sometimes it's just a silly guy.
Just a little guy.
Oh my god. You guys.
Like providing me this vampire I need to bond with.
Bro. Dude, it's gonna be a sad day when you give that back.
Go for it.
That's why I'm gonna try and bond with it.
Try to imprint it. Go for it. Right now.
Just in case he never did.
Listen, I can help you with that.
That's an occultism check, correct?
It can be, yes.
Okay.
So,
great.
This is going to be an imprinting activity.
Sure is.
You need to gain a total of 5 imprint points.
All right.
Can any of us aid him?
You could be like, hey, he's a great guy. Please go with him.
You know what? Yeah. Would nature work as well, or is it just occultism?
For this type of creature, it's occultism.
Got you. Here's my aid check.
37. That is a +2 to aid because you critically succeeded.
All right, there you go. Radish, you can be like, yeah, my pal Bastille over here. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna
like him.
Cast guidance. I might not need it for this one, but just in case I do need it, I've got it ready.
Remember, if you fail, there's a resistance point. So failing is horrifying.
Yeah, if you fail, it gets 1 resist point. If you critically fail, it gets 2 resist points.
You gotta get whichever gets 5 first. You either succeed or lose. So it's like
so that is with the +2 from Rat. That is 36. You also cast guidance.
I did. I can choose when to use it. That is including the +2, unfortunately. So I will use the guidance to make that 30.
Okay, so 34.
35.
35.
With the guidance.
35. You succeed and gain 1 imprint point.
Yes.
Would this work with aiding?
Only 1 can aid at a time, I believe.
Okay. I was gonna ask if it's because it says like you can use your mystical skill. I was just wondering if you can use that like for like give it to the other person, or
No.
if it has.
No,
If it's your own.
you can't
have to
quite
use
do
your
that.
No.
So go for it, Bastille.
Right. So will the +2 apply to all of them, or would Ratney roll those separate?
Yeah, I think it's a separate check, so I have to
So
roll again.
No.
he has to roll again.
Let's go!
Rat gets 36. Another critical success. That's a +2.
Let's go!
That's
Our
42.
dice are hot!
42. That is a critical success. You get 2 imprint points.
I thought. Oh wait, yeah. How many do you have?
He has 3.
Now I have 3. I need 2 more. Rat, go ahead first.
Bastille,
I'll take the help
tell
where I can
me,
get it.
how are you going about this? How are you approaching this Vamprawl, this giant vampire bat creature?
So, Rat's small size. Like, keep this in mind. He's probably like a tiny snack to this thing. So he's just gonna walk up to it and he's just like, "Hey, so I hear that you're kind of like being borrowed by my friend Bastille here. Well, let me tell you about the good things he's done. You see, he's a big, tall, scary man. You're a big, tall, scary, adorable monster bat. You two will work well together."
Adorably.
Bastille is trying to tempt the Vamprawl with the idea of infinite hunting treats, which is to say he's using Create Thrall and just giving the Vamprawl things to bat around and kill.
Lovely.
Yeah,
So-
it's like I thought maybe I
Because
should.
he's pretty sure that's what the Vamprawl likes to do, is hunt things down.
It's a giant vampire bat.
Uh-huh.
So it'll have the time of its life.
Exactly. I
It'll
thought
have
so.
all the food it'll ever need. So that is a 31 from Rat. That is a regular success.
You just get a +1.
32.
Ew.
I mean, a 31's a regular success, so that's a success. I
Yep. So that is a success. You are now at 4 imprint points.
just need 1 more.
One more.
I got you. Listen, this is the dice. I believe a natural 20.
Nat 20.
That's
Never-
not a 20.
No.
Never mind.
That's
Never
a plus
mind.
1. That's a +1 on aid, though.
Okay.
Good.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Nat 20.
I called
is
it.
still
I foretold
45
it. I
total.
foretold it.
Woohoo.
I actually stood up and walking around my
So,
room,
please.
like with my arms out. Sorry.
Role play this one out, Bastille. Role play this one out.
So yeah, Bastille's just gonna approach the Vamprawl and be like see it still like batting at it, like one of the dead skulls, like trying to get it to move or do something because its toy has stopped moving. And Bastille is just going to summon a thrall in place of it and have it like not fully actually attack, kind of like when you're like batting at your cat to play with it, like do that to get its attention and be like,
Come with me, Vamprawl, and we will be able to hunt all of the things together. Come with me, and you can even hunt the one who you have spent so much time with, and yet he has not done as simple a thing as this.
and gently pat its head at the top.
Bastille, you get a story point.
Yeah.
And Rat, you get a story point for helping.
Let's go. Camaraderie. That's gonna have a big old toothy grin, and then you just realize, oh no, I just helped you get a giant vampire. I don't know, this is a good thing, honestly.
All right. So,
At some point, Soma will get a dragon. So, like, it's probably good someone else can have.
And I have a son.
The sun is in the sky.
No, I literally mean my son, my rat. Takes out
Ah.
Rat Jr. out of his pocket.
Meow. wow, I forgot about
I
you.
cannot believe that word.
You're right, son.
Dude, the dice, dude. Like I said, you just gotta hope. The dice give us.
Again, there was the very real chance it was already imprinted, so that's why I'm more surprised.
I mean, you probably yoinked it from him. It's like
Probably.
Colosseum, just the arm steel.
He's been too focused on his master manipulations and plans, hasn't given it enough attention.
Well, frankly, Vamprawl wasn't ever his favorite Mystimon. That one was the big skeleton dragon thing.
Oh my
So,
god!
you know,
Dude.
Vampral's been lonely and been looking for a friend this whole time.
Don't worry, Skulldoom, you're next.
And the irony is, this is the very same Vamprawl that you fought all those months ago.
It remembered.
thought you
They
killed
have
that
showed
one.
it my strength.
It's actually. Oh, that's so. This is the dice do tell the story.
Yeah.
The dice do tell the story. Listen to the dice. And so,
I
back to the
forgot
next
what we
day,
were doing.
as you're traveling around the city, everyone comes across a fortune teller stall, managed by a gorgeous woman with long blonde hair and crystal blue eyes. I can read your futures, if you would like. And she is shuffling a deck of tarot cards.
I have a very important question regarding my new Vamprawl. So as a holdover from Summoner Bastille, I have an item called the Familiar Tattoo, in which you can put a familiar's name written in runes, and that can meld into the tattoo to be carried in your skin. Can I do that for an imprinted Mystimon?
I will have to look at that
Like a heart
later.
on your shoulder.
I'll have to look at that
Vamprawl
Totally
later.
understandable if not,
forever.
but it'd be so funny if I can.
A tramp stamp that just reads Vamprawl.
And just steal it forever. But it's spelled horrifically wrong.
So I'll have to look at that at a later time.
It's fair.
Well, we'll step up cautiously. I want my fortune read.
Okay. Greetings, large one.
My name is Willow.
Greetings, Willow. It would appear you have a dear friend in terrible pain and agony, who has turned to darkness and evil. Your friend was wronged. You wish to save her. There is a way, but you must look past all that she has done and your own failings. Take care, for she is in the company of a man of a twisted nature. Who is next?
someone associated to Zolgoth?
Who is
Oh,
next?
she's, like speechless.
Is this fortune telling free?
Yes.
Why the heck not? Tell me my fortune.
The cards tell me you are cursed, but I believe you already know that. A dark figure looms over you, one of great and terrible power. How you break this curse, I cannot say, but there is a way, but you might not like it.
And what's this way? He's gonna look around, left, right, making sure like no one's looking at him.
I cannot say. That is an answer that you will have to discover for yourself.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm now scared to fall asleep again tonight. Just walks away.
Who is next?
Now, while they're talking, I would like to use Detect Magic. Is there any illusion magic up?
Suspicious.
I would also like to use my fortune-telling lore skill for the one and only time that it will ever be relevant, I'm sure.
Sure. What are you trying to recall knowledge
No,
about?
do Bastille first.
Okay. So Bastille, you do not detect any illusion magic.
Okay. Is there any magic at all, really, or no?
You detect a very strong source of divine magic.
Okay. Luckily, Zolgoth hates that, so chances of this being Zolgoth are very slim. But you always gotta check.
Okay. Will Bastille
I'll
approach?
Will, but I'll let the lore check go first.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
guess like watching her, You know, do I recognize her? Or do I recognize the style of what she's doing? You know.
You don't immediately recognize her, but she does seem familiar to you somehow, but you don't quite know how or why. And as for the style, it seems to be a combination of reading the cards and reading the stars. Who is stepping up next?
Well,
Bastille?
having already stepped up, they have a question.
Willow has a question?
Yes.
What is Willow's question?
Willow asked what the man looked like when she knows.
I cannot
The
say.
Gold says it's Zolgoth.
I have no idea who that is.
Man,
You are lucky.
you are lucky you got that.
So, your future is scattered and many and varied. I don't see a single future for you, but many in an odd sort of way. Very peculiar.
What are all of them?
I do not know. They are so many and scattered.
Know why you see many?
Hmm?
Do you know why you see many?
I do not. Very peculiar. I have never seen
Have
this
you?
before.
Oh, okay, that was my next question.
How about Coldra and Aime?
Yep.
Sure.
And Ada?
Yeah. Twilight. Oh.
Yeah.
Would you like your future read?
I mean, we're told to at least know a potential outcome, so sure.
Yours is a dark one. If you continue down the path you are on, your thirst for knowledge will lead you into darkness. I suggest you turn to the light. Some knowledge is better off buried.
Okay, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. And out of character, everyone can tell that Ada is partially confused and uncertain.
So,
Oh no.
Aime and Coldra?
Yep.
Ultra, step up.
It would appear you are searching for someone. I cannot tell you where she is, but she is not here. She is far away from here, in a land ravaged by its past. Take heed, for all is not what it appears. Aime?
You would approach. Oh, well, it's been a while since I've seen novelties like this. Sure, why not? I'm a little interested.
All that you know, all that you believe, will be challenged in the days, months, and years ahead. Take care, for many have gone mad pursuing what you are chasing. Indeed, you are in the company of one such person right now.
I would nod and then just chuckle to himself. That is a fair warning. Unfortunately, I'm better than all those other researchers that have gone mad. I'll show them all.
And finally, she turns to you, Soma.
In the time that I've been watching her, have I gotten the sense that she is another shape changer?
Of a sort, you do believe that she is, but not of the same kind that you are.
I think I will sit down and smile at her across the table and say, "Hello, sister."
Hello. You have a destiny. You are chosen to guard a great power, to guard the balance. But you will do much more than that. You will protect those that you care for and that you love. You will guide a dear friend to the answers that she seeks. And you will reforge a connection you once thought lost with a beast of immense power. The winds will guide your way. They may take you far from those you care about, but one day they will lead you back. And then she pulls out a card that has on the back a peculiar pattern. And on the front is drawn a star shining brightly in the night sky, the North Star. And she hands it to you. And she says, "May the North Star and the winds ever guide your way. Know you are always welcome in the company of those you care about and who care about you. Take care." This card is a very powerful card. It has the power to rewind time by a single day, back to the start of the day. But it can only be used once, so use it wisely. And now it is my sad duty, out of character, to announce that this is Elle's last session with us on the show, at least for now. For the dreaded beast known as Schedule Conflicts, more feared than even Hydora, has once again reared its ugly head. She may not be with us on the show anymore for a while going forward, but she will always be with us behind the scenes, continuing her work as our assistant GM and helping to make this world all that it can be. Elle, I want you to know that it has been my deepest honor having you here, and I will deeply miss having you in the game. Thank you for everything, and I look forward to continuing to work on this world with you.
Thank you. And thank all of the rest of you. Thank you for building this world, Seth, and everybody else for, playing in it with me in this time. Binary for the longest.
Yep. Miss you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll make you.
But it's not goodbye. She'll still be here behind the scenes.
Can't stop me from sending bad memes to the chat. Nothing can stop me.
No means.
True that.
Yes.
When you said it's an honor to play with you, like, I don't know why you included me in that. I ruined everything. That's all I'm saying.
No. You make big moves, buddy. And big moves are great. I love
I
them.
get punished for them.
And they're wonderful.
Yes.
No!
So,
Hey, this is Al's moment, not yours. You have to accept whatever Al says.
And I was about
You have to listen to me.
Al is the pilot now.
Listen to me when I tell you that you make good choices.
Okay, thank you. I'll make even better choices on your absence.
Jeez, and I was about to say, well, if anything, us two are probably the most chaotic ones here, so if anything, I'm taking that with a stride of freaking pride.
this has been a production of Mystimon Saga Studios. Mystimon Saga is copyrighted 1995 to 2025 by Seth R. Mitchell and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share Alike. The theme music used in this production is Shattered Glass by CJBeards. It is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution. Ambience and other music used in this production was provided by Tabletop Audio and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Non-Derivatives. Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing game is written and distributed by Paizo. If you would like to learn more about Mystimon Saga, visit world.mystimonsaga.com.